Dragonard.
From 1988. Patrick Warburton is a sexy slave in the Caribbean. Or is he in the Caribbean? Theme song.
Calhoun's Reviews! Calhoun's Reviews!
Oh, hey, before I get into the review, to celebrate getting 500 subs, I'm giving away some stickers. If you want a sticker, check the link in the first comment pinned below. I'm not going to use this information for anything except sending out stickers. If you want a sticker, check out the Google form in the comment below. Now back to the review. If you want to see
Dragonard!
well, look around for it. Maybe you'll find it online. It's not legally available anywhere. Not sure where I heard about this movie. Maybe it's because it was Patrick Warburton's first movie or something. I looked into it. I found, I saw it just on my Plex server the other day, so obviously I've downloaded it at some point. But I looked into it, and this is based on the first of a series of 6 books. And there's barely anything I could find online about these Dragonard books. And I always think it's kind of interesting that when you go into a used bookstore and you see like a series of books you've never heard of, because obviously the first one was popular enough to get sequels, and this one has 6 of them, but it seems like it's totally been forgotten about, and all of even the books for sale on Amazon are just like photos people have taken and posted their own copies. So anyway, the only thing I really know about this movie is Patrick Warburton, in an interview I saw where he talked about how he was ashamed of it and how the director was French and apparently, according to Warburton, had done like some blue movies. So there are a number of random boobs in it. Oh wait, so what's it about? What is a Dragonard? Well, first of all, I'm not really sure. I think it may be the name of the whip, or maybe it's a generic name for a whip, but I couldn't find anything else that besides a reference to this movie. So I'm not really sure. So the film is set on, I think it seems to be a fictional island near Barbados during the late 1600s or 1700s. And Patrick Warburton is a Scotsman who has been convicted of treason and made to be a slave.
Bring up the traitor!
He gets bought by a Frenchman. I don't know why there's a Frenchman there.
£100.
And Warburton ends up hooking up with the Frenchman's wife. But it really turns out the wife is like, actually, I'm his sister.
He's not my husband. He's my brother. We've never... It's the French law. For a man to inherit, he must have a wife. It was the only way.
So, anyway, Warburton sleeps with her, and the brother husband gets mad.
Answer me. He was here. He will get the Dragonard.
But there doesn't seem to be any indication of incest or anything, so it's not Game of Thronesy. And Warburton gets punished. He gets punished with 100 lashes, more than anybody else, and that kills him.
He's dead!
But it doesn't, because Eartha Kitt, who owns the brothel, somehow likes him. Maybe just because he thinks he's pretty, I don't know. And he helps him fake his death. But instead of getting away, he just hangs out in the brothel. And in fact, one time when there's like a burlesque, maybe it's going to end up being a live sex show going on, Warburton, takes part in it with a mask.
Here you're close, sir.
What are these for?
Miss Naomi, she regrets that tonight you must perform with a girl.
But then, dun dun dun, a slave revolt breaks out. And so Warburton ends up basically leading the slave revolt.
So, are you with us or against?
I'm with you to freedom.
I don't know. If this didn't have the novelty of Patrick Warburton being in it, would it be worth watching? Well, like I said, there's boobs. They made a sequel similarly at the same time, The Master of Dragonard Hill. IMDb has the year earlier than this. It has it at 87 and Dragonard at 88, which kind of confused me when I was getting ready to record this. So I had to hunt down a version where the only version I could find online was was sort of narrated in another language, but while the narrator wasn't talking, I got the gist that, and so Patrick Warburton's character comes back, and his past as a slave is forgotten about. So that seems to indicate that it actually is a sequel.
Это мистер Ричард Эбди, который когда-то был рабом. Он возвращается в Драгонард-Хилл со своей любящей женой Джейн. Те жуткие события остались в прошлом и уже почти забыты.
Eartha Kitt's in it. She's chewing scenery like she always does. That's fun. It's mostly a weird movie because it just sort of, at the beginning, before the story really gets going, there's just random scenes that don't go anywhere. And the whole thing, the white guy who's a slave and ends up head of the slave revolt is just kind of weird. Seems like something should have been made in the 50s or something. It is kind of a curiosity. I don't know. The trailer for Master of Dragonard's online, it seems like it's basically the same thing, only instead of accused of sleeping with somebody's wife, he gets accused of murder. But he still gets, leads a slave revolt again. And I even looked, the thing about, I swear it has the same opening shot of the town. So, anyway, I'm giving Dragonard one thumb up. A white guy's a slave, and he's Putty from Seinfeld? And there are some boobs? And don't be a boob and miss out on the free sticker. Check the first comment. There's a form you can fill out. I'm not going to save any information, not going to use it for anything except sending you a sticker while supplies last. So hurry up.